the fearless virtuoso who swung the classics. Hazel Scott wasn't just a pianist. She was a revolutionary who defied norms by fusing classical rigor with the soul of jazz. She stunned audiences by transforming the works of Bach and Rachmaninoff into swinging jazz masterpieces, earning ovations and admiration worldwide. Her concerts weren't just performances. They were bold cultural statements that challenged the boundaries of race, genre, and gender. As a black woman in the 1940s, she refused roles that demeaned her dignity, walked off sets, and demanded artistic respect. Every note she played was both musical brilliance and protest, a defiant melody against injustice. Hazel Scott was the embodiment of elegance, resistance, and unshakable artistic genius. Hazel in Hollywood, breaking barriers on the silver screen. In the 1940s, Hazel Scott lit up Hollywood, but only on her own terms. She played herself in films, performing music with unmatched grace, refusing to be cast in degrading or stereotypical roles. When told to wear a maid's uniform, she walked off set and never looked back. Hazel demanded final say over how she was portrayed, a radical act in a deeply racist industry. She didn't just play roles, she played resistance in every scene she chose to be in. Through glamour and grit, Hazel redefined what it meant to be a black woman in Hollywood. The Hazel Scott Show, shining bright before the storm. In 1950, Hazel Scott became the first black woman to host her own national TV show. The Hazel Scott Show showcased not just music, but representation, elegance, and cultural power. Her presence on television was groundbreaking, a beacon of grace and talent in millions of homes. But as quickly as it rose, the show was pulled from the air after just a few months. The cause? Her name appeared in a Red Channel's blacklist, and political pressure sealed her fate. Though short-lived, her show remains a symbol of what was possible and what was feared. Exile and Reinvention, Hazel Scott's Parisian Renaissance. After being blacklisted, Hazel Scott left America and found refuge in Paris. There, she rediscovered herself, performing for adoring audiences far from the hostile gaze of McCarthyism. Paris welcomed her with open arms, its cafés echoing once again with her swinging classics. In France, she became a legend among expats and jazz aficionados. Hazel's exile wasn't retreat, it was reinvention. She turned personal exile into creative emancipation, blooming in new soil.